Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube, and I call this here chapstick sugar cookie. You know we start with some type of lip balm if you've been here before, right? I'm going to say what's on my face, and then I'm going to prime my lids and do the intro. And did I say prime my face or prime my lids? I feel like I said prime my face. When I prime my lids, I'm going to do the intro. And just so you know that I know, like this right here, it's a hole in my shirt. This is one of my indoor shirts. So I just want y'all to know that I know. I have on a sanctified holy shirt. What's on my face? I am giddy. I'm excited about this video. Fenty primer, Fenty foundation. I wear shade 335. Set the face, Fashion Fair, Set It Loose powder, Truly Tawny. My two House Labs bronzers. We first put on, sorry about that, deep level 10, and then a little bit of, and this has a dip in it, y'all, medium level 7. I picked a House Labs blush at random, and it messes me up that the two new ones I got are smaller because I can't store them with these because I have stuff in size order. And so when I go to pick one at random, it's usually never one of the new ones because, anyway. So Watermelon Bliss, that's what's on the cheeks. I picked a House Labs highlighter at random. I do want two more. Y'all judge me. I don't care. I judge myself. And it was fire. Oh. So that's what, excuse me if that hurt your ears because that hurt my throat. Yeah, so y'all, I love it. I love it. Then what did we do? Oh, before we did any of all of that, Fenty brow pencil. Also, Estee Lauder, long title, double wear stay in place flawless red concealer under the eyes, under the nose, and this entire section here, because my mustache area be looking disrespectful. It do. And then for lower lash line, y'all, I'm almost out of this. This is all that's left. And for some reason, I keep wanting to use this one, and it's almost gone. I'm not going to get another one this color because I have all of these to still use. Let me grab them real quick. I have all of these to still use. So I could find another dark color. But I've been really just gravitating to the blue lately. Excuse me, this is NYX Retractable Eyeliner. And the shade is Deep Blue. Excuse me. On my inner rims, upper and lower, we have on Sephora Ultimate Gel Eyeliner. Waterproof, and the shade is Black Matte. So that is everything. No, it's not. Sprayed the face with Scandinavia, the makeup finisher spray. Yo, I am so excited for this video because it's a collab. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know what to talk about. All right, let's just get that. I'm excited. My homegirl, my late night, early morning chat bestie, Gel Beauty 87, aka Grace. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We be text chatting conversations like crazy at least every other day. At the least every other day. And it's been like that for a while. And I was introduced to her. I used to watch her videos. I don't know. I think it seems like years ago, but time is just weird since COVID. So I don't even know when. But I had won one of her giveaways. And if you've ever seen any of her giveaways, she be giving like a big ass box of stuff. I do curse on my channel sometimes. I say in the intro, but I didn't do the intro yet. And so as I would use the products, I would DM her on Instagram saying, oh, I tried such and such today you sent me. And I would tell her like how I liked it, if it worked for me, if it didn't work for me. And from there, we just been chit-chatting ever since. And it's not even always about makeup, which is really cool. And so when I say my late night, early morning chat bestie, that's Grace. Because I'm nocturnal and she works at night. So we be just, when all y'all sleeping, most y'all sleeping here in the United States. If you're overseas, you might be awake. But, and also Janessa, my favorite hooker clown, who's also an official troll kin. So I call her my favorite hooker clown troll. She calls herself a hooker clown. I call myself a troll. Perfect friendship. We get along. We understand each other. She gifted me the Planet Spirit palette, Oden's Eye, Baddie Bean. And she received it in a mystery box, but she already had it. So she sent it to me brand new. Like it wasn't even open at all. And so of course she has it. She sent me this. Grace has it. We're doing a collab. We're not picking any particular color, any particular whatever. We're just doing different things. And what it's going to do for you is if you have this palette or similar colors as this palette, it's going to show you what you can do with it, and it's going to show you different complexions. Janessa is fair. I'm tan. Grace is more brown than me. So you're going to see different complexions, and you're going to see what this looks like, and our different styles. All of us do. I think Janessa does the most bold. She does drag, and her makeup be like, and her wig be like, and I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. And Grace, she does really bold eyeshadow looks. If you don't know who she is, please check her out. If you ever heard of Janessa, do check her out. Both of them are hella cool. And my look, sometimes I do bold, but I tend to lean towards the vampy, grungy, the murky, swamp water type stuff. But I do bold sometimes, and I do ethereal, monochromatic sometimes. And so between the three of us, you're going to get 3 distinct looks with the same palette, and you'll get to see what the shades look like on various complexions. We got you covered. I will tag both Janessa and Grace in the title, so you can click on their names. It'll take you straight to their channel. If I do have, and if I do remember, their video links to this collab, I know I'm so excited. I will link that below. That'll take you to their collab video. But I suggest you go to their channel, subscribe, click videos, browse through, and just hang with us. You know what I'm saying? So, what was I going to say? Yo, I'll be like, and then I forget like mid-sentence, like what I was saying. I'm so freaking excited. So this is, I had, someone had gifted me a Oden's eye palette before, and my lids didn't like it, but I'm willing this to work. This is brand spanking new, never been used. I'm the first one that ever opened it, and so I'm really like willing this to work. And the look that I planned out, we're using almost all the shades. So we're really going to test this and see if my lids like it. And, excuse me, we're going to see. So I am like super excited. So I'm going to prime the lids now. And I didn't pull out a lip, but we can do that later. I do have out brushes. So let me prime the lids, tell you the intro. Thank you for being here. We're 7 minutes in, y'all. I am just so excited. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self, not being overly conscious about what if they don't like me. Like if you do videos, and even if you don't, like in your day-to-day life, or feeling like you can't be yourself because, you know, because you're afraid or self-conscious or anything like that. No, it's okay to just let your authentic personality shine, and your people will find you. And just own who you are, y'all. It's very freeing, trust me. I wish I would have learned this earlier in life. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. As you're watching beauty-related content, try not to feel like you have to use that brand, you have to use that tool, you have to use that technique. Use whatever you want to. Oh, almost dropped it. Ah, I did drop it. Oh, damn. Okay, sorry. Oops. Y'all, I am like so excited. I am a hot freaking mess. I'm trying to put it where I can see it because it had rolled under my table, so I don't forget, because I'll be like, where'd my primer go? What was I saying? Try not to, you set the standard for yourself. Wear whatever you want to, using whatever tool and technique you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Like, who are other people to judge? You know what I'm saying? And the bottom line here at the Crazy Troll Nation is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Try not to feel like you're not put together if you don't have on mascara or lip gloss or false lashes or lipstick or blush. Love the skin you're in. Know that you are amazing. Know that you are a bomb. You are the bomb, not a bomb. But sometimes we do be blowing up. Okay, I'm tripping. I did have some Mountain Dew before this video, like a half hour ago. This is my 3rd video today, y'all. So I'm just like, I'm off the rails. I really am. So that's the concept of the Crazy Troll Nation. Just letting your authentic self shine through. Wearing what you want to wear and just rocking it. And knowing you are amazing even when you're not wearing face paint. That's the bottom line. So I said all of that just to say that little nutshell. I do curse in my videos sometimes because I curse sometimes in real life, period. and YouTube is a part of my real life. Excuse me. And there's an organism that lives in my throat. So I randomly hiccup, gurgle, and belch through videos. I always say excuse me. So if you see me do that's an internal hiccup thing going on. I do still have some chest congestion from a cold I had a couple weeks ago because I also have asthma. So a lot of times when I catch a cold, it does kind of filter down and then I end up with breathing issues for a little while, but it is getting better. So I think that's it for the intro. So welcome. Always lots of information down below. This is the sleeve. It looks just like the box. Lots of information always down below. If there's something you want to know, chances are it's down there. There's a lot of links down there. Most are affiliate, and then there's other information down there as well. So do check out stuff. I have a lot of playlists on my channel. I got a lot of content on my channel. And so hopefully you will enjoy this video and you will stick around. If you're here from Grace's channel and haven't been here before, thank you for stopping by. If you're from Janessa's channel and you haven't been here before, thank you for visiting me. And hopefully y'all will stay. And so this, again, is what the palette looks like. I wrote out last night, well, actually early this morning, because I'm nocturnal, so I go to sleep in the morning. We're gonna bust it out, and I don't know what it's gonna look like, but we're gonna find out. We're gonna be using, unless something changes, 3 Esom V27 brushes, 2 Scott Barnes number 62 brushes. How come one looks more tapered than the other? I think that's the way it's shaped when it dried, because this one's looking flurfy. I get distracted. For lower lash line, we're going to be using 2 Makeup Forever brushes, number 210, just short stubby smudger brushes. And we're also going to be using, this is a LaRouche LR008. It says angled shading, but we're going to use this to buff lower lash line. So let's get into it, because the lids are primed and they're sticking. I call this the puff. It's sticking to the mobile lid because you see it covers my mobile lid. So on here, I can feel it sticking. It's uncomfortable. So let's get to it. So we're going to take Fauna, this shade here, which is a dual chrome. I did a swatch party live of this palette, Nomad, Paradise Island, and Salem Cosmetics Grunge Life. And so I remember this being a dual chrome or a multi-chrome. What is it looking like? When I do this, I see yellow and pink. This is what it looks like in the pan. So it does kind of look like that. And I'm using a small brush because this gives me more control when I'm dealing with shimmer shades. Even though I do wonder if I'm seeing some green too. When I do this, I see green down here. I don't know. Yeah, you see it? Like down here looks green when I pull this way. Huh. This is interesting. I can honestly say I was curious about Oden's Eye because I know a lot of people love the brand, but the color stories never really spoke to me because, as I mentioned, I like the smoke, the dark, the grungy, the swamp water. And even though this does have bold colors in it, when I look at this, I don't see cohesive looks, but we're going to do a look and it's going to be what it is. And it reminds me of DD's signature skewer palettes where it was just like 5 bright shades. And for most people, they do, you know, skin tone transition shade, and then they do a crease shade, outer corner shade. If you do your eyeshadow this way, you're going to look at this and be like, this is a companion palette because it has no neutrals. It has no light tones in it. And yeah, it just doesn't. But I'm excited to try it. As I said, I'm going to will it to work. What surprised me, the PAO, the period after opening, this is said to be good for is 36 months. This sucker should be good at least 3 years after it's open. So I'm just like, damn, like that's a lot. That's like MAC stuff. MAC stuff lasts for years and years and years too. And so I am excited about it. I did check the ingredients. Everything looked like it was going to be okay. I have allergies and sensitivities. Now we're going to take Amelia, this shade here. And as I was saying about liking darker looks, this is just a bright ass palette. And I know other people have mentioned in their videos that this doesn't look like something Baddie Bean will come up with because her looks usually be kind of dark and smoky, or at least like dark and bold, you know what I mean? And so when I saw this, I was like, that doesn't look like Baddie Bean. But she did explain in her video like why she picked these colors, and part of it I think was staying true to Oden's eye, because they don't do dark smoky, you know, grungy, you know, goth type stuff. So I mean, I get it. I get it. And so I think this is just me talking. This is not what she said. I think it was just like a happy medium for both of them. You know, a little bit of her, because she does do bold colors, but a whole palette like this, We're going to go back to the first brush. The thing with this being a multi-chrome and sometimes it looking green is that it looks patchy. And so I'm going to take a little bit more, and I know it's not patchy, but like right here I'm seeing green and it's making it look patchy. So we're just going to do this, and also pulling this over the orange, and these two are just kind of blending into the same shade. And the same thing over here, like I'm seeing green like right here, so it's making it look patchy, like a pale green. But we're just pulling it over that second shade, which was orange. But it is just blending into one shade, so that's a little disappointing. I wonder what this would look like over a black base, or even like a dark brown base. Because these really are just blending into the same shade. And it is looking patchy where I see the green here and here and here. I don't know how I feel about that. But multi-chromes are like that though. I can say, oh, I do got fallout. I was gonna say I can say I don't have any. It is just wiping away for the most part. This right here, I have eyeliner right here. Sometimes when I use a pencil gel liner, it gets caught in my eyelashes and then it falls. Yeah, I have some fallout. And I was very careful, but you know, sometimes it happens. Now we're going to take Kindred, which is this right here. And this is going to go on the outer portion of the lid. I feel something on my lids, y'all. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to keep it moving. I can say because I did the swatches of this palette on my forehead, and my forehead skin is not over my eyeball, so that's not going to tell me if I'm going to have a reaction on my eyeball. Because what happens, and this is not a pressed pigment palette. Pressed pigments, my eyeball actually swells up, and my eyes tear excessively, and it creates a dryness in my crease area, and then my skin gets really scaly, and it lasts up to 3 days. And so, because my forehead is not over my eyeball, it's not going to tell me if I'm going to have a reaction to my eyeballs. And I've never had a shadow stain my lid. Some people are like, oh, it may stain. And I think it's just my makeup removal technique. I've never had a shadow stain my eyelids. I've had shadow stain like my arm, if I've done swatches on my arm, but I've never had a shadow stain my lids. And so that's never an issue for me when they're like, oh, it may cause staining. I've never had staining on my lids. Never, ever, ever. I'm feeling something in my eyes. My eyes are mildly, they're not burning, but there's like a little tingling going on in this eye over here. But we're gonna keep it moving. It's not burning, which is good, because I've put on stuff before and my eyes were burning. Like somebody lit a match to my eyeball. And that's not what this is feeling like. This is cute. And I know somebody's going to be like, that is nice. A very pretty spring. Oh, also, excuse me for yelling at you. This is also going to double as the Creative Art with Heart collab. And we're to do a seasonal look, whatever that season means to us. And I really didn't know what season to do, even though, you know, it would make sense to do winter or fall or like late fall, because I like the dark and the smoky. But then I'm like, since I'm using this palette, we're going to do a spring summer look. That's all you can do with this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So this is going to double for that. And she does allow us to do more than one submission, but I think this might be it. I think. I do want to use Grunge Life, but I'm going to use that palette last, because after we use this one, we're going to do looks with the Nomad Paradise Islands, which is still what some people say is spring or summer palette. So I'm not going to get to Grunge Life probably till like next week maybe. And we can submit our stuff after the fact. And she'll put it at the end of the carousel for that current week. And so sometimes it'll be like, this is this week's submissions, and like the last you know, the last slide may be, you know, someone's late submission from the week before. But I want my stuff to be with where it's supposed to be, kind of. So this, y'all, I usually don't use companion palettes because to me, I just pick up a palette and use it. But this one would definitely be, okay, we're going to do something else. Both of my eyes are kind of mildly burning. Just not, it's not like take it off right now, but you know, something's happening. Maybe it'll stop. So I'm hoping it'll stop. Now we're going to take Habitat. I wish that the font was darker because this is the font name right here, and so you can barely see it, so I have to tilt it a certain way. This is Habitat. We're going to take this on the first half of our transition area. So for this, we're tapping straight in. So this is the first matte that we're using, and we're just going to put this right here. I need to do a check for fallout. I got a little bit, not much at all. Those Eason brushes do help to not encourage fallout because they are so, oh, don't drop the brush. Because it is so small, it gives me control and I can put shadow directly where I want to. And because for me, the Fenty primer is a tacky primer, it does stick directly to it. This is that orange shade. That's this shade. And as usual, shades like this don't show up much on me. And neither do like bright greens or like lime green or like a really bright yellow. So so it's there, but it's not there because I can see it, but it's not like, whoa. Now we're going to take our powder brush and just sweep under here again. We're going to take Sanctuary, which is this red or hot pink. And this is a clean Scott Barnes brush. And we're tapping straight in. So it's just on the tip and we're going to tap off. And we're going to put this on the second half of our transition shade. So this will be our summertime submission look for Creative Art with Heart collab. I tapped in just a tiny bit because I didn't mean to swoosh this that much. And so I'm just going to try and just fill it in right here so it stays on top of the purple. That's nice. I think I'm getting better at, see, this shade is showing up more. This one I can see. I think I'm getting better at winging shadow. And I think it's when I don't try too hard. Because when I really try, stuff just be all over the place. But I think I am getting better. I remember when I was growing up, my sister was the social one, the coordinated one. And my mom, you know, my mom tried, you know what I mean? She got us involved in different things. And she had put us in dance class. And she told me this when I got older. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom, for the confidence boost. She said that the teacher would tell her, your older daughter, she does really good. You know, she's really good. Your younger daughter, me. Your younger daughter, she tries real hard. So that means she's a mess, but she be trying. I was like, thanks, Mom, for sharing that. So that's me. Like, I try real hard. But I like how it's a double wing. You see the purple. Let me take that brush that had the purple one and not adding more purple to it, because it's still purple in a brush. Excuse me for smacking. And I'm just going to pull that out a little bit more. And this is making me think to use a purple eyeliner for my upper lash line. Because I do have Macro Violet may show up since this part isn't purple. It's a shimmer fluid line from MAC. And I do have a matte purple from Inglot because I had wanted a matte purple because that shows up regardless. So now I don't even know what to say. So we're going to take Majestic. Where is it? It's hard to read. This is Majestic. So we're going to take this shade, this brush. We're going to just, why was I looking like, did I use this shade already? Because it has marks in it from when I swatched it with the sponge tip applicators. This is not really, I'm stabbing it, it's not really picking up. So I'm just going to go side by side. And it's a little bit there. I tapped off. And we're going to just press. We're going to press. I don't want to do back and forth because it looks like it can be flaky. and I don't want it to puff up into my eye. And we do have that blue liner under here, so I'm pressing again into, I don't even know if you saw that. So I was pressing again and just wiggling, tapping off, but nothing is tapping off. And we're just going to just press to get it there. I don't want to go back and forth because this will fall out, and I do have a flake here, and there are some flakes on my station, on a microfiber cloth that's on my station. And so this is what we got here. This is a very different look for me because y'all know how these looks. I will say that the shades I use in my transition area, they are just blending into the lid shades. Except over here, you see the purple, but like all of this right here, you see a little, this looks kind of pinkish here, but the orange, all of this is just blending, and then you see the shade here. Like, I know some of you are like, that's a really pretty spring look, and I appreciate you saying that, I really do. But it's just, I just like a different vibe. But I do like that I still do different types of looks because I like having that variety on my channel. When I asked, some of you said you like that variety on my channel too. Because I know my looks aren't for everybody. And so at least, you know, once in a while, you'll see a look that you're like, wow. And not just like, here she go again with this dark, murky stuff. You know what I mean? So I do try to have something for everyone. And I do like the looks. It's just not my vibe. You know what I'm saying? You can like something and not be like, whoa, that's awesome. Now we're going to take Familiar, this shade here, because I just wanted to put some color under here. And I don't know why I put that blue under there. I could have put a green, because I do have a gold pencil liner and I do have a green one. So I could have did green outer half and gold first half. I don't know why I did blue. I really don't. I've just been grabbing that blue a lot lately. And I don't know why. You know why? Because I like how it looks on my lower lash line and my inner rims. But I've been putting the black lately on my inner rims. I like how the wing part is looking. So we got like 3 wings going on over here. Sooner before when we put, excuse me, the gel liner on our upper lash line. Is that showing up? Yeah. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm just putting it in and just wiggling it. And it's not showing up much on this brush. Is it any on it? Yeah. Because it's looking dark on the brush, and because the bristles are dark, but I am seeing it. And so we're going to pull this here. We're going to come out under that purple. If I wanted to be funky, I do have a dark green eyeliner, but we're not going to be too funky because it's supposed to be a summer look. So thank you, Grace. Thank you, Janessa. When I asked them both, they were both like, yeah, let's do it. Like, they were just as excited as I was. And that was very touching for me because I'm so cool with both of them. And so it's like, you're cool with this person, you're cool with that person, and then they're cool with each other. Like, that is just so special to me. It really is. And it's very touching. Because it's like, you know, you want your friends to be friends with your other friends. You know what I'm saying? And me and Janessa do be chatting about stuff other than makeup the same way me and Grace chat about stuff other than makeup. And it is just really cool. It is just really freaking cool. So I'm liking how we have all the wing stuff going on. That is it for this palette. Y'all, my eyes are tingling a little bit. Damn it. The only shades we did not use Kingdom, and we did not use Pride. So we've used 8 of the 10 shades almost. We're going to take Rescue, this shade here. So this will be the 8th shade we've used out of the 10. My eyes are kind of burning, but my eyes aren't itching. It's just like a slight burn. And so I'm tapping this off. And what we're going to do, I thought I had like something here, but that's a mark on my skin. That's why I was like, y'all, I be seeing things. So we're going to run this underneath that green and that, what was that gold, and we're going to run it underneath the green over here. So we're not quite buffing it out, we're coming underneath it. And this is new for me. I don't think I've ever done this before. I mean, I've blown shadows down, but it wasn't intentionally beneath the shade. So now we got like 4 wings. We got the pink, the green liner, I mean, the green shadow we use for lighting. We have the purple, and then we have the red. Yo, I like this. This is new for me. So this shows you that you can, excuse me if you heard that in my throat, you can just use this palette on its own. And I do believe Janessa and Grace are using it on its own too. And so if these are your types of colors, you don't have to be like, oh, that's just a great companion palette. Use it by itself and just see, excuse me, what happens. And so that's one of the many reasons I'm excited for this collab. I'm excited because I'm working with two of my peoples. And also because this is a new to me palette. And knowing that we're going to each show you something different. Because we each also have different makeup application techniques. Like you saw, I started inner corner out. Grace usually starts like up here. And Janessa, she just starts wherever she feels like starting. So you're going to see a wide variety between the three of us with this one palette. And that excites me because I do always try to show you something new. And between the three of us, you're going to see some new stuff. And us just using this palette. I like the lower lash line. You know, and I think my eyes are kind of burning. Damn it. So we've used everything in here except this shade and this shade. These are the only two we didn't use. And yeah, so I'm excited about that too. So we've used 8 of the 10. And it doesn't even look like it, right? I am loving the lower lash line. So this is Fluid Line. I'll be closing these tight, which you should because they'll dry up quicker if you don't. This is Macro Violet Max Paint Pot. Oh, I got something in this eye. Because this eye just went blurry for a second. Which means there's something in there floating around. Damn it. And this is a matte purple from Inglot. This is number 75. I think I want to do the matte, excuse me, because we have all this shimmer going on already. So these are what the two look like. So they're both purple, but one is a shimmer. We're going to use the matte one because that'll show up more. And part of me is like, do a green. I love doing contrasting eyeliners. And I do have a yellow. That would be too bold. I didn't pull out an eyeliner brush. Because that can change your look too. And sometimes for some of the looks, even when I'm doing the goth looks or the grungy looks, excuse me for the clank, it does just add something to the look. You know what I'm saying? And it can change the vibe of a look. And sometimes it makes it kind of look almost punkish. If I were to put like a yellow here, that would be kind of punkish. So this is the Inglot number 75. And I got this from Amazon. The prices vary for Inglot shadows on Amazon depending on the color. I have not had any problems with ordering Inglot liners from Amazon. Inglot does have a store here in the US and overseas, but they cost more, and then you're paying for shipping. And for Amazon, I think minimum for shipping, what is it? $25, $30, $35, something like that. And so it works for me just to get them off of Amazon. And they are legitimate Inglot shadows. Sometimes, well, there are third-party sellers, and sometimes stuff is not authentic. But I've never received an Inglot shadow that was not an Inglot shadow. And some of the prices, some of them, I think one I got for maybe 13 something, and then one was maybe like 16 depending on the color. The PAO is 9 months, I want to say. Yeah, the PAO is 9 months, and they do dry out. So even though this is a matte purple, it doesn't look like too much. We are going to do a wing. I don't know where it's going to end up. I think I might have too much on the brush. But we're going to come on top of the green line. And so we're going to come out here. This line is janky. And we're going to bring it back in and come up here. That line is janky. It's not straight. And I don't want to mess with it too much. Because the more I try, the worse it might get. Janessa and I have a pact that we're going to perfect. There's like a dip right there. perfect doing wing liner this year. And it takes me, I need to stop talking as you see. My arm is braced on the table on this side. When I do this one, my arm is on the table. On this side, my arm is against the table. And so I really just need to like settle myself down and focus actually, because the key is to come straight out from your lower lash line. And I have a tendency to do an accidental swoosh because when I smile, you see how this curves. My tendency is, even though it's not curving when I don't smile, my tendency still is to follow the curve. And that's how it ends up an accidental swoosh. And so it takes me effort to get it straight. And this kind of has a hook right here. So I'm going to fill in this space right here. And I don't usually connect it, which is what I'm doing now, because my eyes do tear. And even if I connect it, it's not going to stay connected. See, that looks better connecting it, right? This side is good. This side has a small little spot right here. So I'm going to just leave it alone because there's like a spot right. Oh, shoot. I just made it wider so you don't see that one little spot. And we're going to do the same thing in here, because I see that same spot. So we're going to connect it just to fill in this space right here. So my wings are straight. They're not tapered. They're not pointy. When I smile, it gets eaten up, and that's okay. You can still see it. So y'all, I am, excuse me, I'm liking this look. We're going to take, I almost dropped something else. My eyes are slightly burning. It's not painful. It's not uncomfortable. It's just like, hey, we're here. We're going to use the Quigley Blvd 2053 mascara. Y'all, I'm trying it with this mascara. But it doesn't seem to do too much for my lashes. You're supposed to be able to see a noticeable difference in the length of your lashes after 42 days of use. And me being the label whore I am, there's a label on here. I opened this. I first used it April 14th. There is a lash serum built into the mascara that's supposed to help your lashes. This does not irritate my eyes. I don't smell it. It doesn't make my eyes burn, any of that. But it's like, where is it? I can see it a little bit, and maybe because I know it's there. And I do notice when I wear a dark eyeliner on my upper lash line, that makes it even harder to see. I can see it better on my lower lash line. But so it doesn't translate through the screen, because like doing this at my angle, I can see my lashes and they are lengthening my lashes. But on your end, it looks like nothing. And I can tell because when I'm looking here, it looks like nothing. And I've had some of you tell me, I don't see any lengthening or volumizing. But down here, I can see it down here. But I think Grace noticed more of a difference for her lashes than I did. And our lashes are not the same. So I don't know. But I am going to keep using it. It's the only mascara I have open now. And I finally tossed the Max Stack one I was using. Which that one, when I put it on, excuse me, and even the Fenty Hella Thick, when I put those mascaras on, you can see. You can see what it does. This one, this side I can see more. And I think my lashes are just longer on this side. That's what I think. Because this side, you see what I'm saying? This side you can see. And this side is just like, do I even have lashes over there? But I'm going to keep using it because it's not irritating my eyes in any way. But what it's going to do after 43 days, I don't know. And who would really count? But because I only have this one mascara open and it's a label from when I opened it, I will know. So, oh, the lip. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do a purple lip. That's really typical. But, you know, we're doing a spring look. We're going to put this. Oh, that'll be pretty. Y'all get excited at dark stuff. We're wiping off some chapstick. Thank you so much for being here. I did a video talking about membership. My last live, well, the live I did on April 21st, a member gifted memberships. And one of the person that received the gift membership, she then purchased and gifted memberships. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like y'all just doing stuff over here. And so then I did do a welcome video at the suggestion of my day one and talked more about the memberships and welcoming the gifted members, because the gifted memberships are only for a month. This is number 52 dark purple. This is from Sephora collection and it's called Cream Lip Stain Liquid Lipstick. So we're going to put this on. I love a dark lip. I love a dark lip. It does accentuate that my lips are not symmetrical, and I don't try too hard to make them look symmetrical, because it just is what it is. And it goes to just accepting your features. And if you're a professional makeup artist, then yeah, you're gonna want to be as symmetrical as possible. And that takes skill to do that. I don't have that skill. And sometimes the harder I try, the worse it gets. And so I don't try too hard. I don't try too hard, because then it looks worse. I think this is as good as we're going to get. I was about to dip back in, but I didn't. So I'm just using a tip and going across my lip line. But because my lip line is not even, this side, this is my natural lip. And it is accentuated because we used a dark lip. This side down here at the bottom is more full than this side. Because for both of them, you can see a hint of my lip line. So I did follow my lip line. This is what my lips look like. I don't try too hard. And even my peaks are not the same. I don't try too hard. Because it is what it is and I accept it. And I've never had somebody say, "Ooh, your lips are crooked." If anything, I'm the one that's saying my lips are crooked. Because I know they are. So it's just accepting your features. That looks nice. And this side is more full than this side. Why am I still messing with it? If this wasn't for the Creative Art with Heart collab hosted and created by Leah Evangelista, I will link her IG below. If this look wasn't for that, I would put purple in my brows. Janessa got me on putting color in my brows, and it does look bomb, y'all. Or even if I put a thin line of gel liner underneath my brow, and I kind of want to do a purple for that. I could put that purple there. We're going to stop here. I'm not going to do too much. I do like the look. I think the cheek situation, everything goes with the eye look. I love, excuse me. I love that you can see this I don't want to say the green, but you can see the pink under here. Then you see the green. Then you see the purple liner. Then you see the purple shadow, and then you see the red. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wings going on here. Pink, green, dark purple, the purple shadow, and the red shadow. I do really like that. I love how the lower lash line looks with the gradient of color. The lid work, because it looks all like one shade. You see a little bit of pink here, and then all of this just looks orange. And then the red and the purple down here. So I don't like how all of this just kind of blends in, but now we know. And I know that oranges don't usually show up on me anyway, and I was surprised that this pinkish red hot pink showed up there. I do like the look. Let me know what you think. Is this my vibe? My eyes are burning a little bit less. That's a good thing. And they're not glassy or red. That's a wonderful thing. So we've used 8 of the 10 shadows in here. Thank you, Janessa, for sending me this palette. Thank you for this collab. Thank you, Grace, for this collab. And I'm excited to see their looks. If you haven't been to their channels, tell them Dion the Troll sent you. And as I said, you'll see 3 different complexions, all with this palette, 3 distinct different shadow applications, 3 distinct different styles of makeup. And I think it's really going to enrich your day, just seeing all those differences and what you can do with this regardless of what your complexion is, and to just give you ideas of what you want to do. Like if this is your vibe, here you go. You're welcome. If you see Janessa's and you're like, whoa, that's out the box, you're welcome. If you see Grace's video and you're like, damn girl, you're welcome. You will not be disappointed, I promise you. So again, this is the palette. I'm gonna do a screenshot for my thumbnail. Let me turn my ring. This is my doctorate ring on this hand. This one is my master's ring. So let me take my screenshot, get the glares off. That's the thumbnail, yes. And we're gonna do pictures for, that you're gonna see over here in a minute, so. Then I gotta do one looking up. Well, facing up. So that's what you wanna see over here right now. See how I did that? So thank you for being here with me. I appreciate you all. I know this video was long like they usually are. If you made it to the end, high five. And yeah, you'll see me in the next video. So self-acceptance, self-love, that is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you for being here, and you will see me very soon.